What's up, guys? It's your boy DS, and today we're going to be talking about should you summon for Christina. Now, I know that the banner is not out yet, but with that being the case, I wanted to go ahead and make this video now, so for any of you guys that, see it, you guys will be able to make that decision before the Tamara banner leaves, or if you want to get Veronica as well. So, if you guys don't know, Christina is a fire defender, subclass Phalanx, and she actually brings something that's pretty interesting to the game. And I'm going to tell you up front, she seems like she is clearly a PvP unit. So just off the bat, if you're purely PvE, like you literally do not care about PvP at all, she probably is going to be a skip for you. And obviously, if you literally don't have any gems or anything to summon with, she is a skip as well. But those are just the clear-cut obvious answers. Now that we're done talking about all that, I do want to get into the specifics of everything so that you guys can personally make your decision. So going on to just a little bit about what she does, some of her highlights or best things. On her S1, she does have a 60% chance to remove a buff if the enemy has a buff. If they don't have a buff, she will boost her priority by 15%. So that's actually pretty nice. It allows her to be able to cut, which she wants to do because of her other two skills. But if they already have a buff, it is pretty nice because it does allow her a chance to strip a buff. So I feel like her S1's pretty decent. Obviously, this isn't going to be the main reason you summon, but it is a pretty nice addition. If you do end up burning, +3 turns increased effectiveness after attacking. Reduce weakness gauge +1 on the second one, and then third one -2 turns on all skill cooldowns. So there you guys go. Moving to her S2, now this is going to be some of her bread and butter. This is going to be one of the main reasons you would summon for her as far as PvP goes. When an enemy uses a non-attack skill, activates an agile response, grants all allies increased attack and defense for 2 turns, and increases the caster's priority by 20%. The thing about this is, with Valentine being the premier go-to unit on almost every team, Christina automatically has a lot of value just off of Valentine alone. Now, it doesn't stop there though. You have Mene, right? You have Cindy and multiple other units that use non-attack skills. And with all of these units using non-attack skills, she gets so much value. Keep in mind, Tio, also a unit that uses non-attack skill on her S2. There's just so many units that use non-attack skills. This is just going to give your team increased damage and increased, survivability with the defense buff, just because that character basically exists. Because if Valentine does an S2, she's basically not useless, but it's like, why'd you bring her, right? So very, very good S2 for PvP. This brings her so much value already as a character. Then moving on to the S3, attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance to inflict unbuffable on all targets for 2 turns. Now, the reason why this is so good, as I mentioned, or before, whenever someone uses a non-attack skill, she will push up. She will push up, and then by 20% priority, and if she's fast enough, she'll cut. So she'll take the next turn. So let's say you're running like a Cindy, Valentine. I don't know what you're running, right? But the point is, obviously, if Valentine goes first, she is already given the buffs. But if anybody goes before Valentine and they non-attack skill, she can cut an unbuffable, so Valentine can't do it. Keep in mind, even if Valentine does take the turn, or does take the turn and do the the buff, you can still technically strip it. So there's just a couple of different things you can play around as far as what her character brings to the table. That's just pretty interesting for PvP. And obviously with RTA coming out this year, later on this year, they're clearly trying to push PvP units. So as far as all of this goes, everything she does, I would say if you are looking to do PvP to pretty much any degree, she is a unit you want to get 1 copy of. Now, obviously the good thing, you don't have to get dupes because you can just farm dupes. So you literally just need 1 copy. If you guys have mileage saved up or something, you're good to go. Or if you get lucky, whatever. But strictly speaking, PvP, she seems like a unit you need, or not need, but want to have. So, as you guys know right now, we do currently have the Tamara banner out right now, right? Now, obviously, this is going to leave whenever Christina comes out. So for those of you that haven't summoned on Tamara, you didn't know if you wanted to summon or not, you wanted to wait or whatever the question may be, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that Tamara is, in my opinion, right? Obviously, we don't know entirely, but I think that Tamara is better than Christina. And the main reasons why, and I'll go ahead and, show you guys. If you're looking at her skills, her S3, once you max it out, is 100% chance to defense break for 2 turns. That alone is just disgusting. Like, 2-turn defense break is just really good already, right? Then on top of that, when scoring a critical hit, 100% chance to increase the cooldowns of all targets by 1. This destroys so many units, and it enables your team to cleave so many teams. Like, it's such a good way of going about, basically it's just such a good kit. You look at her S2, 100% chance to grant critical strike chance for 3 turns. If she crits, she can silence an enemy. Now keep in mind, this if you burn it, right, if you do the 3rd burst, you can get an extra turn, and if you do the 1st burst, you can get critical damage on all allies. And with her exclusive equipment, you can do this turn 1. So she has a lot of utility versatility to bring to the table, and she has a dual strike on her S1, which is really nice as well. I personally think that Tamara, overall, like for an account, let's say you have a brand new account, you have no characters. Should you get Christina or Tamara? I feel like Tamara would be better than Christina. Now, maybe you don't like cleaving, right? Because Tamara is 100% a cleave unit. Maybe you don't like cleaving, and you like healers and tanky units and things of that nature. If you like tanky units, or you like to be like a turn 2 player or a tanky tank down player, Christina is much better. Christina is already going to give attack and defense buff because they did a non-attack skill. So that alone is already making your team tankier. That alone is going to make your team do more damage. So units like D Stella is going to pair a lot better with Christina than Tamara, because Tamara's wanting to cleave, and D Stella is a turn 2 unit just by nature. So it all depends on who you guys want to use. If you're using Diaste is a unit that kind of wants to cleave, right? She's, she does a whole bunch of damage with her ultimate. If she dies, she comes back, does a whole bunch more damage with her ultimate. So it's like, it all depends on what you're trying to build, who you're trying to use, and different things of that nature. But if you're personally asking me, as far as PvP, you want both of them. Now, if you literally have 0 resources, you can only get 1 character. If you're a turn 1 player, or you want to do cleave, you want to cleave people, Tamara. If you're a turn 2 player, or you like to play tanky units and everything like that, Christina. I think Tamara's, like I said, I think Tamara's better. They do completely different things. I think they're both amazing. I feel like Tamara may add a little more value to an account just because she can reset cooldowns as an opener, and it's defense break on top of having crit chance and crit damage buff and silence. So I feel like Tamara gives a little bit more value, but I advise you guys get both of them if you're asking me. So should you guys summon? Obviously it's up to you. I personally say yes. I think that Christina is very worth it. If you guys have next to no resources, you'll have to make that choice for yourselves, but I personally think Christina is a very good character. I think that she's going to bring a lot of changes, or not a lot, but a little bit of changes to the meta as far as non-attack skill go and everything like that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. That being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.